Triple Crown killer, 3 batting titles in 3 different uniforms. But San Francisco just imported the highest-paid defensive black hole in Major Baseball. That is the bizarre, high-stakes gamble the Giants have taken, a paradoxical pursuit of pure offense embodied by Luis Arraez. The San Francisco Giants finally unleashed their last major swing of the offseason, agreeing with Arraez on a 1-year, $12 million contract. For Arraez, who found the long-term market cold despite his historical achievements, this short-term deal is a calculated risk, a bet-on-myself strategy designed to hit free agency again next winter, when the market might be warmer. This $12 million commitment caps a winter of strategic mid-tier spending by the Giants, bringing their total investment to $9 million. That money was spread thinly across key acquisitions: Adrian Hauser, 2 years, $22 million; Harrison Bader, 2 years, $25 million; Tyler Mahle, 1 year, $10 million, and a bullpen contingent including Jason Foley, $2 million, and Sam Hentges, for $1 million. But the underlying desperation for Arraez was clear. For months, the Giants had been scrambling to plug the gaping hole at second base. Last year's gamble on Tyler Fitzgerald, who posted an abysmal .832 OPS in 24, completely backfired, and trusting Casey Schmidt at the Keystone was deemed too risky. They aggressively pursued trades for established infielders: Brandon Donovan from the Cardinals, C.J. Abrams from Washington, and even Nico Horner from the Cubs. But the market simply didn't value the Giants' farm system prospects enough to make a deal happen. Arraez, despite his defensive reputation, became the necessary Band-Aid. His arrival immediately clarifies the infield picture. Schmidt now likely settles into a backup role, while Drew Gilbert is cemented as an outfield reserve, leaving the powerful Gerard Encarnacion to fill the right-handed designated hitter role. Fangraphs now projects a radically different Giants lineup, built for contact: Arraez batting leadoff, followed by key power bats Matt Chapman and Jorge Soler, and then the critical number 5 spot, belonging to Jung-Hoo Lee. While this top 5 looks compelling, it does present an interesting challenge. None of Arraez, Lee, or Ramos are traditional high OBP table setters. Arraez's .327 career OBP is excellent, but he is a single hitter first and foremost. Lee's 2023 mark was .327, and Ramos was also in that range. They lack the consistent walk rates you typically want from the top of the order, relying instead on pure contact to get on base. Yet this offensive infusion comes with a poison pill, and that is Arraez's glove. He entered the league as a utility player, capable of bouncing around the infield and outfield, but settled permanently at second base. The metrics are frightening. Since 2019, Arraez has accumulated a cumulative 36 defensive runs saved, DRS, at second base. This places him firmly at the bottom of the league among all qualifying second basemen during that period, trailing even notorious defensive struggles like Jonathan India and Gleyber Torres. San Diego tried moving him to first base during their tenure, believing the less demanding position might mask his limitations. But even there, he still recorded a -1 DRS over 2 seasons. For the Giants, who have dedicated 1B/DH options in Wilmer Flores and Lamonte Wade, playing Arraez anywhere other than second base is essentially impossible. This acquisition signals a fundamental, perhaps desperate, philosophical shift for the Giants organization, sacrificing defense entirely to resuscitate an offense that finished 26th in MLB OPS last season. For sinker baller Logan Webb, a ground ball pitcher relying heavily on his infield, this move could lead to a monumental amount of pain and frustration. But what Arraez lacks with his glove, he has repeatedly proven he delivers with his bat, and his story is one of statistical defiance. The Venezuelan native burst onto the national scene in 2022 by winning the American League batting title, the first left-handed hitter to do so since Joe Mauer 12 years prior. His batting crown famously derailed Aaron Judge's pursuit of the Triple Crown, ensuring that his compatriot Miguel Cabrera remained the last player to achieve that feat. Despite his brilliance, Minnesota bafflingly traded him to Miami for Pablo Lopez and 2 prospects. In Miami, he did it again. He won the 2023 National League batting title. This achievement made him only the third player in history, alongside Ed Delahanty and DJ LeMahieu, to win titles in both leagues. Crucially, he became the first player in Major League history to win back-to-back batting titles with different teams and in different leagues. The dizzying journey continued into 2024. San Diego acquired him from Miami on May 4th. The terms were extraordinary. Miami agreed to pay $8 million of Arraez's salary and fully cover the remaining $15 million owed to reliever Go Woo-suk just to land pitching prospect Dylan Head. In a cruel twist of irony, Head struggled following the trade, while Jacob Marcy, the player San Diego shipped out in a related move, emerged as a premier defensive center fielder. The Royals, desperate for offense, were the other major suitor San Diego fended off. In 2024, Arraez was once again locked in a heated race, narrowly edging out Shohei Ohtani for the batting crown. His .314 average beat Ohtani's .310, preventing yet another historic Triple Crown bid. Arraez later admitted the pressure from Ohtani's relentless chase cost him sleep. This third consecutive batting title, on 3 different teams in 3 consecutive seasons, was remarkably another historic first. Looking at active players, Arraez's career average of .317 stands unchallenged at the top, far ahead of Jose Altuve, .303, and Freddie Freeman, .296. However, despite these unbelievable milestones, the market's appraisal of Arraez continued to drop. He is, unequivocally, a hit tool specialist. While he flashed some gap power earlier in his Minnesota days, his slugging capabilities have steadily eroded. This is reflected in his advanced metrics. His weighted runs created plus, WRC plus, dropped from a stellar 130 in 2022 and 131 in 2023, down to a mere 104 in 2024. He played through a partial tear in his thumb during that 2024 campaign, requiring surgery immediately after San Diego was eliminated from the postseason, yet the anticipated rebound never fully materialized. His on-base percentage, which had been a robust .371 lifetime heading into 2024, fell significantly to .327. Arraez entered free agency holding 3 batting titles, yet his market popularity plummeted, leaving him with only a single-year commitment. This acquisition offers a clear window into the new direction championed by President Buster Posey and new manager Tony Vitello. While the coaching staff remains incomplete and shrouded in mystery, the hiring of Hunter Mentz, the former assistant hitting coach for the Blue Jays, speaks volumes. Mentz comes from the Toronto system, where lead hitting coach Dave Hudgens emphasized a contact-first strategy that produced one of the most potent offenses in the league. Mentz is expected to double down on contact, and the central question for the 2025 Giants is whether he can unlock even more potential from their new contact kingpins. Arraez, who led the majors with a 9% contact rate, ranked him 10th in baseball.
Can these hyper-focused, calculated risks, like the defensive downgrade for the offensive boost of Arraez, bridge the colossal financial chasm separating the Giants from their chief rivals?
The payroll disparity is staggering. The Dodgers' projected luxury tax payroll sits around $403 million, nearly double the Giants' $232 million. The Giants are trying to outsmart the competition with finesse and precision, but finesse cannot always overcome a 2-to-1 financial disadvantage. The fate of the 2025 Giants rests entirely on whether their bat-first philosophy can turn history's most successful contact hitter into something more than a temporary fix. The new era of Giants baseball has officially chosen its direction: contact over coverage. But who is the next shock signing the Giants are targeting to finally balance the scales? And is there a secret third base prospect waiting in the wings to solidify that left side of the infield? Join us next time as we dive deep into the Giants' remaining roster holes and the unexpected free agents still lurking on the market.